What's up, Nerd Nation? Welcome back to TreeTalk. It's your host, Lolo, back with another episode. Our fall sports are practicing super hard for their upcoming home openers, and today at 6 p.m., women's soccer takes on the University of the Pacific at Kagan Stadium. On Sunday the 13th, men's soccer takes on Sacramento State at 3 p.m., also in Kagan Stadium. Field hockey has a match against the University of British Columbia on Tuesday at home, and women's volleyball's first home match is August 29th against Florida in Maples Pavilion. Let's go out and support our card at their home openers in August. As we film this, uncertainty looms in the future of what conference we will become a part of. It is quite unfortunate that the Pac-12 will become a part of history and not the future as we move forward with conference realignment. I know that a lot of us, when we decided to commit to Stanford, we thought we were going to be playing in the Pac-12 and not in any conference really based outside of the West Coast. As the athletes that are going to be playing in our future conference, I want to just say that the feelings being expressed are valid, and that when many of us made this decision, we didn't think that we were going to be playing across the country just for conference games. All I can say to my fellow athletes is to continue to use your voices and don't let anyone tell you to just shut up and play your sport, because you are more than an athlete, and you're more than a student athlete. You're a person first. Let's enjoy one more year, one more season with the Pac-12 as we know it, because Stanford's 105 or so years in the Pac-12 might be coming to an end, but let's make this the best year yet. And let's get those conference championships and show them who we are. And with that, we're going to our athlete spotlight segment with Ryan from men's basketball. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Tree Talk. I'm Lauren, and I'm here with
Ryan Agarwal.
And we have another athlete spotlight for you today. So starting off, do you want to introduce yourself? Just say what grade you're in, what sports you play, and if you know what you're going to major in.
Yep, so I'm an incoming sophomore here at Stanford University. I play basketball, and most likely, not for sure yet, I'm probably going to major in econ.
And why are we here at the Oval right now?
I just like the Oval. I mean, it's good vibes. We're right past the Palm Drive, which is to my left, if you guys want to take a look right there. And then we're in the middle of Main Quad, which is where a lot of my classes are. So it's just a good vibe because you always see a lot of people out here just kind of chilling, taking in the moment, and coming into Stanford, Palm Drive was like my first little intro, so it's just a good memory, and it's just like, to me, every time I drive by, it's the craziest drive.
And how did you get into basketball?
So I got blessed with parents that put me into basketball at a young age, even though they were like foreign. They were from India, and like a lot of Indian parents usually put their kids in a lot of sports, but my parents put me in a lot of sports when I was younger, and I kind of just was doing every sport, and then basketball kind of was the sport that I like the fast pace, I like the kind of competitiveness of it, and so around third grade, I started to kind of get like, I used to play since like kindergarten, YMCA, and things like that, and so third grade, I started getting a little bit more competitive and started playing select basketball. Started doing a little bit more like trips to Houston, or like I'm from Dallas, so trips like, in the state a little bit more. And then seventh grade, I joined an organization called 3D Empire, where I started really like traveling nationally and getting a little bit more national recognition. And that's kind of how I started getting into the idea of like trying to play college ball eventually. So, yeah.
And speaking of college ball, how did you pick Stanford for basketball?
Honestly, it was an easy choice. I mean, obviously, like it's a winner of both education and basketball, but like for me, there's a lot of different attributes of it. Like I had to choose during COVID what school I wanted to end up going to, and luckily for me, I had taken an unofficial visit to Stanford before COVID hit, so I was able to understand like the kind of like the flow of things around here, and just like campus was amazing. Obviously, you got to meet the coaches, you got to meet the players. And so when COVID happened and they ended up offering me, I didn't know if I was going to be able to go on any other official visits or anything. And kind of Stanford was always my dream school in a sense. So it was kind of really lucky because I already come out here and met all the coaches. They were able to come out and watch me already before COVID. So I just made the decision. And obviously education is a big plus. And then the people are great. So it was kind of it checked off every box for me. So.
Outside of basketball, what are you passionate about?
I'd say one of the biggest things that I really, really enjoy doing is chilling with my dog. He's not here currently, obviously, because I'm a student. But when I'm home, I try to take advantage of the time I have with my dog. I have a lab. His name's Duke, and so I'm a big fan of just like I have a truck, and so I just put him in the back of my truck, and he likes going on like little joy rides and getting like a pup cup from Starbucks or like taking him to the dog park, things like that, or going and play in like water parks and things. So just enjoying time. I like my dog. Like that's like my best friend. So yeah.
Question: your dog's name is Duke.
Uh-huh.
That's
Yeah.
not really a question, but do you want to elaborate on that?
Yeah. Okay. So hear me out on this. It was before I had committed to Stanford, but it wasn't that I had any intentions of like I liked the Duke University or anything. It was just like I don't know, like it just kind of flew. Like the name just kind of like I think that might have been his name before we actually even adopted him because we rescued him. So I think his name was already Duke, and we just kind of kept it. So.
And then you said you have a truck. What type of truck? Like, is it?
I'm from Texas, so I have like a classic. I have a Ford F-150. I just brought it out here, so I'm honestly, I love my truck though because like it's so spacious. It's literally so spacious, and like at times it can be definitely hard to park it in California, but for the most part, like if you just get used to it, like it's not that bad. But like in general, also for like driving friends and stuff, if I'm ever the driver, like it's just spacious for everybody. I feel like, and like it's handy when moving stuff because like obviously we have to move our stuff all the time, dorm to dorm, so it's handy with that. So
Ready?
okay.
Starting off, cats or dogs?
Dogs for sure.
See? Favorite food?
Steak.
What type of steak?
Just like probably maybe like a New York prime rib or honestly filet like mignon, whatever is really the best at the steakhouse. Honestly, because I really I can do any type of steak, as long as it's just probably medium rare is probably my favorite. I could go medium, but medium rare is kind of where I go unless the chef really undercooks it.
If not basketball, what sport?
I always wish I was low key like a QB in football. Like I feel like I had the hype for it. I just never really like took it seriously. But yeah, maybe.
Was there an athlete you looked up to growing up?
Um, I wouldn't say there was like an athlete that I really like modeled my game after necessarily, but one dude that I really loved watching was Dirk Nowitzki because he's a Dallas Mavericks and he's just like a humble dude. Like his aura was something I was trying to copy for sure, just like in the sense that. But yeah, that's just like my guy. He won a championship for us for the city, so.
Follow-up question: if you could play for your hometown team, would you?
Of course, I would love to play for Dallas. That'd be crazy. I'd have all my homies and my family come in every game. That'd be lit.
Best piece of advice you've ever received?
Best piece of advice. Probably that there's always a rainbow at the end of like rain at the end of a storm or something like that. Just knowing that like you gonna have hard times, you can get through it.
Hidden talent?
Uh, I used to be able to play the piano really well. Like I did a lot of competitions and things like that.
Competitions?
Yeah, I did a lot. I was like taking classes. I was doing the talent show. Yeah, used to.
If you could listen to one musical artist for the rest of your life, who would it be? Just one. Solely one.
Dang. My favorite artist right now is Rod Wave and Lil Baby, but I think I'm gonna go with Drake just because he expands out. Because he expands out, and so I can listen to like different types of music. You know.
No Rod Wave Warrior.
I like Rod Wave, but he's like that's my favorite rapper right now. But like, I don't know if I could listen to him just solely him for the rest. You know.
Mm-hmm. You had a pregame ritual?
Nah, not really. No pregame rituals.
Like you don't. There's not something that you just happen to do before every game.
I mean, like, put on my jersey.
Tie the headband.
Like, yeah, tie my headband, shoot some shots. That's it. Like, I don't really have a. Nah, I'm not superstitious like that. Nah.
What Disney character do you think of yourself as?
Probably Aladdin, just because I kind of look like him a little bit in a sense. I got the skin tone a little bit, hairish. I was him for Halloween, so yeah, probably Aladdin.
And then best movie and or TV show of all time.
Best TV show of all time for sure, Psych. I don't know if you know that show. Let's go.
Oh my God! Someone actually knows that show.
That show is for sure my favorite all-time show. Gus and Sean are actually the funniest people I've ever seen on TV. Movie, low key, it might be Avengers Endgame. That might be super like answer, but like
that's tough.
That movie was really good to me. Obviously, like the classic. What's the movie? I'm tripping on the name right now. But the like 3 hour movie about the dude in space. Interstellar.
Oh.
Interstellar. Like that was a good movie. Like those are good movies. But like Endgame is a lot of action. I like action. But yeah, Psych for sure is definitely all time. Great show. If anyone over there is not, if any of y'all have not witnessed that show,
Watch it.
that's a must do right now.
There's a lot of crimes in that Santa Barbara TV show.
A lot of crimes.
Okay, and then last question: do you know what show we're on? Like what we're filming right now?
What's the exact name?
Oh my gosh,
I don't think you told me.
it's TreeTalk.
Oh, you did say it in the beginning. TreeTalk by Lauren.
Wow. In Madison behind the camera.
Say what's up, Madison.
Flip it around.
Yeah. No,
You got. There we go. Thank you for watching Tree Talk, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye, everyone.